Hi, this lesson is for grade 4. We are going to talk about pop art. I'm sure that you guys maybe slightly remember the last semester that we had the superhero project that unit of inquiry that I actually asked you to work on the image of either animation characters either any object that you can bring it as pop art culture. So this time it's gonna be similar, but we're gonna do some the different way to create a type of work. So you are basically actually going to create a collage. Okay. Beforehand, I would like to actually introduce one of the another actually pop artist who is the Claes Oldenburg. Okay. He basically actually create a lot of very funky and gigantic monumental action sculptures. Okay. Sometimes he actually installed in the public outside. Very gigantic, like upside down ice cream cones, or maybe the either a lipstick, anything that is related just a regular object that he actually brought it up as huge monumental size, and then he basically actually just install it in the public. So I'd like to actually introduce his type of a work, okay? And then one of actually his project was called the floor burger, okay? The hamburger, right? So basically he created interesting way the kind of a plastic maybe materials, okay? And then maybe sometimes he using leather qualities. Then he made a huge gigantic actually structure of burger, but it was done back in 1962, okay? So what he said was, okay, he said that he made the symbols of my lifetime. Okay, so what kind of meanings do those actual symbols have? Okay, so metamorphosis by changing the scales. Okay, and obviously you have in a burger that has you can actually grab it and then put it in your mouth. But as he created in a type of a sculpture like in a hamburger, it's huge and very gigantic. So most likely you own actually obviously you can actually eat it, but it's very in a sense of humor that he actually presented. So it's very whimsical sense of humor, and one of actually a project is called the floor burger. Okay, I'm gonna show you a bit next time. That he mentioned that a hamburger is a structural piece of food. Obviously, it's 3 circles, and plus if you count on the onion and the pickles, it's got a more. Okay, so for your collage, I'm gonna ask you to add up. Okay, think about the structure of burger when you actually order even from McDonald's or Burger King. There is a little bit structure. First, maybe a layer of the bun, right? And then there maybe a second could be maybe a patty, the burger buns, right? And then maybe a slice of lettuce, and maybe some slice of maybe the onions, right? And then some maybe pickles. Sometimes maybe bacons, strips of some bacons, right? So a lot of actually textures, and you can just add up, and then finally you're gonna cover with the bun, right? So there is a lot of actually contents, and then the textures involved actually when you actually a little bit detail and analyze it. So this is how actually the Claes Oldenburg actually show his type of actual artwork, but in very huge sort of a sculpture piece. So I'm gonna actually show you the next segment of my video that what type of actually piece that he worked on. And then you can have a little idea of how you can maybe create your hamburger collage. Okay, I don't want you to actually make it a 3D look. No, you are going to use a white piece of paper, or even a color paper is fine. I'm gonna actually show you how you can do a step by step by doing the next project, then next action lesson. Okay, so please hang in there, and we can actually make it a great work. Okay? All right.